Hello, what is up guys? EvilDuosArm here today, and today I have for you the answer to one of the questions I get asked most often in my comment sections or in DMs in Discord, and that is how do I make gold in Blade and Soul? This video is going to be targeted more towards newer players to the game, so more experienced players, you already know you should be running your high-level purple trains to maximize your gold output, be running raids, running onto multiple characters to maximize your gold output per time spent. But newer players, they tend to have difficulties figuring out what dungeons to give the most gold or what to be running, so I'm going to answer those questions for you right now. If you are new to the game, or new to my channel, or just enjoying the content on the channel, please consider subscribing as it does mean a lot to me. Without further ado, let's get into it. So I'm going to go ahead and just spoil it for you from now. There's no fast way to get rich in Blade and Soul anymore. All the crafting systems have been nerfed into the ground, and all of the material farming has been nerfed as well. This leaves you with two options to make gold in Blade and Soul, and that's going to be PvE and PvP content. 1v1 and 3v3 PvP content is pretty accessible to newer players, however it doesn't make a ton of gold. It's a nice thing to do when you've run out of dungeons to run for the day. Maybe you can pick up some soul stones and make a little extra cash. If you are very good at 1v1s and 3v3s, you can actually make a solid amount of money just running that. 6v6 is the real money winner, but in order to do that, you're going to need a bit more gear than you're going to get fresh out of the story, so you're going to want to gear up a little bit before you hop into 6v6. So that leaves us with PvE content to run, and PvE content can become a bit of a drag. Some dungeons have very low goal rewards for how much time you have to put in, so what I've done is compiled a list of the top 10 dungeons for you to run every single day that give you the most gold per minute invested. The dungeons on this list will take you about 2 hours a day, which is about the average amount of time someone spends playing Blade and Soul, and will net you about 210 gold per week after you sell all the materials you get for completing them. That means after 2 weeks you'll be able to get up to your Raven tier weapon and run a majority of the content in Blade and Soul, just about all of the content, which will allow you to make even more gold, and you'll be able to snowball your character further and further until you can get more and more gear and basically progress your character through all of the raids and all the content in Blade and Soul. So these first 2 weeks are crucial. So these are the dungeons you're going to want to be running to maximize your gold output. So the first dungeon on our list is going to be Cold Storage. Cold Storage is located in the Silverfrost Mountains, Zyway, and located in the South District, right here, Cold Storage. This dungeon nets you 75 silver and takes like 3 minutes to complete. You should be able to find a party very easily. You don't need to run the second boss in this dungeon, just the first to get the gold that you're looking for here. Sticking in this region, the next dungeon you're going to want to run is Soguns Lament. For completing this dungeon, it's going to take you about 12 minutes. You're going to need at least one other person, so try and find someone in faction chat or just F8 it. And Soguns Lament nets you 1.5 gold for about 10 to 15 minutes invested in this dungeon. The next dungeon that we're going to want to run is located in the Viridian Coast, Jadestone Village again, and is located right here, Ebon Hall. Ebon Hall, when they nerfed all of the gold income for all of the older dungeons, for some reason was spared, and it still nets you the 40 silver that you got for completing this dungeon before. It actually ranks it higher than Lair of the Frozen Fang and Avalanche Den. You get more gold for running this, even though it's silver, but you get more money for running this one than either of those two dungeons. So for some reason they forgot this one, so take advantage of that and get the easy money. It takes like 2 minutes to clear this dungeon. Next on our list is going to be clearing floor 15 of Mushin's Tower. So floors 9 through 15, clearing those floors will net you 1.8 gold. You might need a little bit of gear to clear it to beat Naxxon at the end, but it should still be fairly doable fresh out of the story. Next on our list, we're back in Silverfrost Mountains, and we're actually heading back over to Zyway in the same region we were just at before. And over here, you're going to want to run Desolate Tomb on our list first. And then we're also going to want to hit up Sundered Nexus. So Sundered Nexus nets 2.3 gold for the clear, and Desolate Tomb nets 1.5. These dungeons both give a solid amount of gold. Sundered Nexus is going to take like 15 minutes, and you're going to want a full party to go through it just because it'll go so much faster. But it's a solid gold income, especially for newer players because it has so low gear requirements. As I'd already said, Desolate Tomb. We're also going to want to pick up Naryu Foundry, which is located in Kandavihar. So Kandavihar, Naryu Foundry up here. And finally, Ebondrake Citadel, which once again is located in the Viridian Coast, the same location we were just at. Right here, right next to Ebon Hall. All these dungeons, once again, can be completed in the F8 menu as well. Finally, the two dungeons we're going to want to complete are going to be located in Gunwan City. They're going to be in Celestial Basin. It is going to be the Brawl in the Basin quest, which is just kill any one of the bosses that roam around Celestial Basin, and Naryu Sanctum. These two dungeons together are going to net you 4.86 gold after you complete them both. Completing all of those dungeons will net you 16.13 gold for just under 2 hours. 119 minutes is what I calculated it out to. So not too bad. For a total gold per minute, that's 18 silver per minute, which isn't spectacular, but as a new player, that's actually probably the best combination that I could possibly come up with for running dungeons and making money. Now, in addition to this, completing these dungeons daily will get you your daily challenge just about every single day. You might have to do a Tower of Infinity here or there and there to complete it. However, you will get your daily challenge. The daily challenge gold is another 5 gold on top of that, which boosts you up to 21 gold and 13 silver, which takes you up to the 200 and some odd gold that you could get for a week after you sell all of the materials you get for completing the daily challenges. Throw in your weekly challenge as well, so the weekly challenge is located over here. Gives you another 15 gold for completing Conda Vihar, Fallen Around to School, and Snowjade Fortress, as well as the items and materials that you get from the weekly treasure chest. So that is how we're getting to that 200 gold per week, by just running our dailies and running that sets of dungeons. Now, as you get a bit stronger and build up a little bit of money from doing this, what you're going to want to do is add Starstone Mines into this and Skybreak Spire. Starstone Mines, you need about 950 to 1000 AP to go ahead and run comfortably, which is why when you get that Raven weapon, it becomes so much easier. Starstone Mines is worth 10 gold a pop, which is another 70 gold per week that you add to your list. Additionally, once you can run Skybreak Spire, that is another 54 gold added to your character as well. So by that point, you'll be making a solid amount of money and can move on to Hollow's Hearts and Drowning Deeps, and basically continue to add dungeons to your roster or to your rotation. Remove some of the lower income ones and add in the higher income ones as you can get into those parties. Anyway guys, I hope you found this video useful. I will be putting all these dungeons in the description below this video, so you can just check it out there. And as always, thank you so much for watching. If you did like the video, make sure to leave a like, and make sure you subscribe to stay updated when new content comes out. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you at the next video. Peace.